This is it's a very poignant story of ideals and regret, among other things. But do you think that if you encapsulates the core of the piece?
I think it's a portrait of a marriage, and it's a fantastically intricate study of the human condition. And it is about ideals, it is about regret, it is about unrealized disappointment, and it's also about two people coming to the realization that the life that they're living is not the life that they had A, planned for themselves, or B, predicted that they might be living at the age of 30 in the suburbs, raising two children with absolutely no choice in life. Very limited choices, certainly for Frank, but pretty much no choice for April. And the thing that spoke to me the most about it is that, you know, I'm very lucky as a person. I'm a very positive person and happy and fulfilled in my home life and through my work, and I get to express myself a lot through the job that I do. And, you know, April Wheeler, the character I play in the film, she has a huge interior world and interior dialogue with herself, and a very limited and small exterior world, and not being able to express any of those feelings, those passions that she has, just seemed so terrible to me, and so it becomes so crippling to her, and is the result of her demise ultimately. You know, she's almost driven mad by her passion and how trapped it's making her feel.
Entrapment, I was going to say. It's a territory, of course, I was also going to say, you know, who among us can be completely satisfied or say to be, you know, to some measure it's inevitable. You've visited this territory, especially the female part of it, before. I'm thinking of Little Children, for instance. I mean, you know, and I had the Suburban as well. Do you see any similarity there? Do you think
the only similarity that I really see between April and Sarah, the character I play in Little Children, is that suburban backdrop, and the fact that that somehow provides a cage around the character which compounds all of the emotions and compresses them, and makes everything much more constricting. But you know, the character in Little Children is really desperately trying to find a way out of her marriage, whereas April is trying to find a way into her marriage. You know, she is doing everything she can to hang on to it because she really loves that man. She really loves Frank, and she wants to make everything okay. You know, it's not a story about two people who are actually trying to pull away from each other. It's the opposite. And that to me was very, very rare and a very unique thing to see on screen. And I was very excited to be able to get in there with Leo and discover all of that and flesh it out and to bring these characters to life in
much is being made about the reunion with Leonardo DiCaprio. Was it a big deal for you, or was it just pleasant, or?
It was a huge deal for me. It was absolutely wonderful to be in a rehearsal room with him, on a film set again with him, to work alongside him, to watch him work, and to see how he's changed, and to realize how much I have changed too. You know, we're much older now. We really are 12 years older than we were when we did Titanic.
We too,
which,
yeah.
You know, it's terrifying to think that it was that long ago. And I think we were both excited about the challenge that this would bring to both of us, that is quite different to the challenge that we were presented playing the roles in Titanic. We would get to see new sides of each other as actors, and really get to, you know, hurt each other and yell at each other, and you know, it's fun to play those things. It's a challenge to play those things, those scenes with an actor, you know, for whom you have so much respect and also share a great trust. That really stood us in good stead in playing Frank and April Wheeler.
This in Rita is going to be an intense Oscar season. Eh? Are we
We'll
ready?
See. We'll see. We'll see. I have to say, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. You know, it would really mean a lot. It really would.